All right, everyone, here we go. This is an all signs reading. This is monthly overview for April 2023. Holy shit, it's unreal. I can't believe this year's. I'm glad the first quarter is over because the energies have been very intense. I think April marks the return of some fun. A little bit of joy can maybe come back into the energy, which would be nice. We'll talk about that in a second and this pre-shuffle here. That said, it doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Okay, here we go. April 2023. Well, in the Mars reading, I talked about the return of empathy, albeit temporary, between now and June 11th. But yeah, it's kind of around. But in April, the empathy, the energy of everything that's happening around in the astrology, pulling on the core energy, new core energy cycles and things like that, turns that empathy inward. It's about ourselves. And I pulled a 3-card reading just the other day on it. I just pulled it randomly in the evening and it got slammed in the likes. I mean, it's like one of those low percentage likes by comparison to other readings. And I know why. I'll never understand a person who doesn't want to grow, who doesn't want to raise their vibration, right? Who doesn't want to know that this is a time when all you got to do is sit there and do nothing. And epiphanies will come to you and things along those lines. The energy starts to flow. It's there. The universe is making it happen. It's kind of a setup for what's happening in the middle of the month. I wrote all about it on the calendar page, so I'm not going to suck up a lot of time here, okay? I'm reading the incoming energy here, all right? Anytime, these runners, I have to tell you, I've got, but this is encouraging. I've got the 6, just in the surface, I shuffled before the reading, right? Talk to the universe. I got the 6 of Pentacles crossed by the Page of Wands. I've got the Knight of Cups. I'm going to fan it out like a poker hand. The Knight of Cups crossed by the 6 of Wands, and then Death crossed by Judgment, with Judgment bookending the 6 of Pentacles. Very simple. Not a long speech. Nothing going on here other than somebody giving themselves a second chance. Somebody, this is the runners, and you guys too. Your energy is attached to this, but I talked about you in a 3-card the other day, and I got slammed with a whole bunch of thumbs down. So, fuck it. Here you go. We're going to talk about the runner. You just want this runner to come in. That's all you're focused on. I want the runner. I want the runner. I want the... Well, here's somebody here who's realizing they want something new and is giving themselves a chance to get it. All right? And I don't think there's any waiting for it. It's going to happen at different times for different people. You know, you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But at the end of the day here, this is somebody who's given themselves a second chance with that Judgment card. And it's funny, I was going to clarify with the witches. And at the bottom of it is Judgment randomly, by the way. So again, I noticed that when I put the deck down on the table. It's a very important energy. Judgment. A very important energy here for April. We'll probably see it a lot. All right? And it applies to you. It applies to the runners. If you are waiting on this runner, this is the energy that you want. And that Knight of Cups proves it right there. That Knight of Cups crossed by 6 of Wands is somebody who finally sees victory in the cup. You know, I mean, it's an easy way to phrase it. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. Let's pull ourselves a reading. I pull on you again on my viewer's side. I'll pull on you again in the extended. I always do because I need something to contrast with the runner. So I'll do it. We'll see what's going on. And we'll go from there. What it is, you know, what these things are that we realize, that we think about, that we make decisions about, it's different for each of you. You know, it depends. It can be anything. For a lot of people, this is a time where you stop bad habits and things you tell yourself, or bad external habits and things like that. Things that are holding you back because you won't be able to take them with you where we're going. Because the middle of the month sees Saturn in a sextile with the North Node of Destiny, which is actually the most important energy of the month, though most will think it's the eclipse, the solar eclipse and second new moon in Aries. That is important, but it's not as important as Saturn having some sextile action with the North Node. That is, you know, it's tough to take old baggage with you after that. I think that's one of the lessons that's going to be part of that reading. That said, we'll wait for it. Well, I'll pull on it when we get to it. But for right now, let's see why the fuck we're here. I'm shuffling the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle for the month of April 2023, universe. Why the fuck are we here? Let's do it. Let's just get rolling. It's the Six of Wands again. That was a very important card in the pre-shuffle. It has transformation. It has heart chakra, the return of empathy, also coming back and blending with that energy. It's getting to the brain. All right, it's getting the messages, the soul, the cups, the emotion, the empathy. It's all getting to the brain because the heart chakra is open. So we're here because somebody figures something out. I'm pulling on the incoming energy, so a runner figures it out. Sure, I get that. I saw that with the Knight of Cups in the pre-shuffle. These cut cards should back up the pre-shuffle. After the Six of Wands is the Nine of Wands. Again, resistance is a bit futile here. This is a 9. 9s are the end in Terra. All right, it's the wall is grown over. It's complete shit. All right, it's also a tired energy. Somebody is now. This might be. I'm paraphrasing here. Again, it's not an exact what your person's feeling, but because you're all dealing with a different person. But somebody here is finally realizing that they're either bored with their life or it's draining them. We're finding things that are draining us, that are a drain on our energy. Okay? For most of us, it's old energy. For these runners, it is old energy, but it's old energy that they use on a regular basis. It's like they have a car from the 1950s and they drive it every day as their workhorse car. It can't be. You can't. That's a special car you just take out on weekends and things like that. They're using old energy and have been for a long time. So they're living in a lot of energy that's past its expiration date, which is why they've just kept running in this cycle. While a good number haven't come in. More should have come in or come back or returned by now. In a normal soulmate cycle, we'd have had way more. You know, at least 50% more that had come back. This time around, it's tricky. But Mars in Cancer is really helping a lot. That's a very important element here because it's putting empathy back in the energy. So let's find out where we go. Let's see here. Let's pull ourselves a reading. All right. I like these overview readings because starting tomorrow, I'm going to be flying through the zodiac and pulling the signs. All right. It is what it is. It's one of those deep months. It's not intense energy. It's going to be an easy job for me this month. Thank God. Because the first quarter of the year was not. But it's, you know, it's an energy that I think will, a lot of people that don't want to put in the work aren't going to like it. Okay? And I say that about the runners in particular. A lot of times they don't like it. So if you've got some kind of super fuckwit, I don't know that they're going to put in the work or actually do anything about it. But they're going to have the epiphanies anyway. The decisions are going to be put before them. You know, the crossroads, if you will. They're all going to end up at it. Let's pull ourselves a reading. Give me April 2023. Let's go. Here we go. Overall energy of everything on the table backs up every word that just came out of my mouth. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? It's a reliable energy. They're all going to be put at the crossroads. Just talking about the runners. All right? They're all going to be put at the crossroads. They're all going to have a decision to make. Is this life making me happy? Am I going to take this wall down, this Nine of Wands, because it's a shit wall, this old energy? Again, it's a reliable energy. They're all going to be at the crossroads, but some of them are going to drag their feet. They could be going a lot faster. Some will, some won't, right? But everybody here is going to be in a position to look at their lives a little bit, see themselves differently, all right? Let's see what's fueling this. Yeah, I just talked about it. I didn't know it was there. I didn't look. I just talked about it. I pointed to the table over here. There's that Nine of Wands. Well, some will stay behind the wall and some will not. That just blew my fucking mind because I pictured that card in my head when I was talking about this. That's really weird. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, actually, what am I doing? I'm not shuffling again. Our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the message from the universe. It's red with the energy of your connection. We'll see what the fickle old gal has to say. Right here's potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. What I can predict is that a lot of people aren't going to like my readings in April. I promise you, you won't. Okay, if you're someone who's sitting around waiting for a runner, not bothering with any personal growth, not understanding that the soulmate cycle is about you, not about the two coming together. You guys each learn from each other and grow. If you come together, that's a byproduct at the end. If you're someone who's just waiting, all I care about is whether the runner's coming back, you're missing the point of the soulmate cycle. This is going to be a tough month for you. The rest of you, it's going to be a cakewalk month. It's going to be great. You're going to feel like a new person by the end of it. All right? So it's up to you. It's always up to you. But I will say I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top. And you bet your sweet asses there's going to be a link for it extended if you want it. All right? All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Energy around your connection here in April. Oh, you know what? I always take this out first. Okay. All right. Here we go. Energy around your connection. Star. Yeah. It's very powerful. It's a destined time. It's an important month. This represents a lot of that. I just talked about the most important energy of the month is Saturn having a sextile, emphasis on the word sex, a sextile with the North Node. I mean mounting the North Node. Over, under, sideways, down. Every position in the book. Okay? Saturn, the great teacher, the great taskmaster. Apparently the great banger too. Because I have to tell you, it's powerful enough energy that the star came out in the energy of your connection. All right? It is that crossroads. Again, this is reliable energy. It always gets there, right? It always. It's a juggernaut energy. Once it gets going, it can't be stopped. That said, that's what's happening. I mean, there it is. Some will. It's here. You know, if you're waiting to hear from your runner, the energy is there. It's right here. It's been delayed. It has, no doubt, with this slow energy here, second slowest in the tarot. All right, we'll see what happens when we clarify. This is important. It's an important month. It is a pivotal month. It's not where the rubber hits the road. That happened when Uranus went direct. It's the point where we have to make some corrections to experience the change that is coming, whether we like it or not. We don't control the energy we live in any more than a fish controls the water that it lives in. So it's all we control is how we react to it. All right. So, okay, there's going to be a lot of stuff we can't take with us, and that includes the runners. 3D. How are they behaving in the 3D? 8 of Cups. Yeah. Again, what did I say? I mean, walking away from 8 broken cups toward their 9 cups. Somebody giving themselves a second chance. All right? So far, I'm getting backed up 100%. All right? And I guarantee you, 10, 15% of the people watching don't like the words that are coming out of my mouth. Oh, well, fuck you then. I mean, seriously, stay the same. Go ahead. Bring the old baggage into the new energy. Knock yourself out. You'll just miss out. That's all. At the end of the year, everyone around you will have changed. Everything will have changed, and you'll still be the same. That's not cool. Why? At the end of the day here, these runners, how they're behaving in the 3D is they know these cups are broken and they're walking away from them. Whatever these broken cups represent. It could be a marriage, could be a relationship, could be a way they've been living their life. April has a lot to do with personal stuff though, internal. Somebody is giving themselves a second chance here, okay? And that's why that judgment card come up quite a bit. The star, that's really powerful. What's bookending the star in the soul energy of the runner? King of Swords, yeah. You got a rainbow sword, you got a rainbow star right here, and they're bookending each other. This is my king of action and my king of truth energy. This right here, energy flow goes from the King of Swords to the 3D, to the 8 of Cups. So this backs up this and pairs beautifully with this. The time for action is now, okay? This is a powerful month. There's no doubt about it. The King of Swords, swords don't usually belong in the soul, but it's the King of Truth. It's Archangel Michael energy, frequency of energy in the soul position. This is my king of action, my king of truth, and we see the action happening here in the 3D. It's following through. What's the universe want to tell us? I don't know. Let's take a look. It's red with the star. There it is. My card for April from the Q2 reading. My Q2 of 2023 reading showed a crossroads. I was talking about a crossroads all the way back as far as telling you about the overall energy. I said some will come out from behind the wall, some will hide behind the wall, but either way, everybody going to end up at the crossroads. You, them, me, Flem the parrot, everybody. Okay? Doesn't matter. Here it is. It's time. What are they going to do? The energy is set. It's here. This is not a delayed star. It's a star that's here. And proof of that is it's red with the King of Swords. King of Swords doesn't delay. Gets an idea in his head, goes for it. Okay? That's what's happening here. Male or female, doesn't matter. It's a he on the card. Two swords. We're at the crossroads. The universe says could go either way, but the energy is set. It looks like in the 3D actions being taken. We'll see what happens when we clarify that. That's the perfect card to fall there. In an April overview reading, are you fucking kidding me? That's perfect. It's beautiful. All right, potential final outcome. For you, what's the potential final outcome? What's this runner going to do? They'll walk away from 8 broken cups. It's red with this. Should make sense with the star. Okay, walking toward 9 cups. 2 of Pentacles. See? I told you. It's the 2 of Pentacles. We get this a lot lately. And I don't know why people don't like it. I don't know why you don't want reality. You want to tune into a tarot reading on YouTube and get smoke blown up your ass? Is that what you want? Fine. You want roses and rainbows? I'll give them to you. Apparently, from yesterday's likes, or the day before, whatever it was, likes on that 3-card reading, that's what you want. You want smoke blown up your ass. Okay. This is communication. They're coming in. Right? It's real easy for readers to say that. It's real easy. You just say it's a communication card. You can make it up as you go along. Hey, this is communication. It's right here, communication. There it is. It's one of the best keywords to use in a reading. It's clickbait beyond belief. I very rarely use it, only if I have to. I didn't even use it on the weekly reading, and we got the 8 of Wands as the opening energy in the pre-shuffle. What does this mean? It means the same thing this means. Some of you have a super fuckwit. It's decision time. Everybody's at the crossroads. Some will make a bad decision. Some will make a good decision. All right? But everybody here is going to realize. Everybody is at the crossroads. This helps me know what this means. Everybody's at the crossroads, and everybody's going to realize that they're sitting in 8 broken cups. Some will walk away and some won't. That's life. That's reality. Nobody can sit here and give you a tarot reading to thousands of people and say, everybody who's watching, your person's going to come towards you and reach out. That doesn't even make sense. And if you know anything about math, it's not fucking possible. Okay? There is no math equation for that. It doesn't work unless you make one up. At the end of the day here, it's the perfect card that could have fell here, and it tells me I got the right reading. It tells me I got April nailed. As far as the energy goes. Not only did my Saturn sextile and the North Node show up in the energy of your connection, the very crossroads from the Q2 reading showed up. I do have everybody's person wanting to take some action in the soul. The King of Swords in the soul makes you want to change things. Some will, some won't. Okay? Some will, some won't. End of day. It's a red light, green light. All right? Let's clarify. Which, by the way, as I showed you, has judgment at the bottom. All right? Here we go. All right. The star. Let's do it. Let's see where we go here. All right. Why is the star here? Let's clarify. Let's talk to the witches. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it when a reading comes together. Let's see here. Why is the star here? Tell me about it. Why is the star here? This has a lot to do with the North Node point of destiny. I've pointed that out twice now. I talked about how good Saturn was at banging, right? It's right here. A destiny card. Divine timing, crossed by divine timing, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of thought around your connection right now. At the very least, here in April, your runners are going to be really thinking about this connection. That's what the crossroads is about. The crossroads for these runners is about this connection. For some of you, the crossroads is about this connection, but I would rather you put that down and have the crossroads more about you. The DF side has really been growing in this cycle. This is your chance to jump way ahead. All right? Again, I want to reiterate with these runners. If somebody runs away from you, right? Let them. fuck them. They'll regret it. It's their fucking loss. You know, for you, this is a chance. This is a big deal for you. For them, they're really thinking about this connection hard. What happened here? And I don't know if they can sit in 8 broken cups. I think some of them will. But everybody's at a crossroads. What's on top? 10 wands. Yeah. What did I say? That's heavy on your mind, right? What did I say? Oh, heavy on their mind. You're heavy on their mind. However you want to phrase it. There's a lot of weight here. This is like a 1,500-pound card. All right, there's a lot of divine pressure. There's a new one for you. The kids don't use that on YouTube all the time. Divine pressure, right? It's a divine pressure cooker is what it is. Because the timing is right. The energy is totally set for this connection to happen. There's even a King of Swords in the soul energy. All right. What's red with the 10 of Wands? Oh, okay. Yeah, 4 wands. Again, woulda, coulda, shoulda energy. Why is the 10 wands here? 4 wands. Why is it heavy? Why is it a burden? Because they can feel it. At the crossroads, you see both directions. You see what you chose and what you should have chose. What you can chose or what you're thinking about choosing. Right? It's all there. You can see it. It's not a blind intersection. In fact, in my mind's eye, it is the crossroads, like blues. It's just an open, barren desert wasteland with 2 roads and branch off in 2 directions. They see what they could have had. They feel what they could have had. And that is why the 8 of Cups is here, sitting in those 8 broken cups. You really feel that. You really see that the cups are broken. A lot of times these runners, would you stop spinning? A lot of times these runners can convince themselves that these cups are fine. They're fine to drink out of, right? They're perfectly fine. It's no big deal. Now there's no place to put your lips where they're not going to get cut up on those cups. All right, let's go. Why is the 8 of Cups here? Tell me more about the 8 of Cups. This is incredible, the way this reading is falling. I mean, it's spot on. And it's good. A lot of people, again, if you're not someone who fancies themselves on a spiritual journey or trying to grow or something like that, this is not going to be the month for you. It really isn't. You know, you can use your free will and ignore the energy around you, ignore the signs, ignore the whatever. But it's always better in life to take care of business before it takes care of you. You know, it always is. You can equate it to a bad habit if you want. It's always better in life for you to make the decision to quit drinking or quit smoking before, you're hooked up to a machine in a hospital and realize, oh shit, I should probably quit now. Right? It's a little late then. You might as well just keep going at that point. But this is a month where you can safely, there's a safe energy here, make a decision. They can too. And that's what I find interesting. This is a very cool ending here. I can't wait to get to it. Why is the 8 of Cups here? It's a powerful month. If you allow it to flow, there's a lot more joy in the energy. I'm picking up on that. All right? You may not be it's actually here. It's actually here as well. I see it with the 4 of Wands in particular. When they do feel this connection, they feel a lot of joy. All right? They just need to flow with that and stop getting in their head. Crossing this 8 cups is the Fool. Yeah, again, it's time to change. It's time to move forward. It's time to go for what makes you happy. You can't drink out of these cups anymore. Pretty simple. What's on top? The Star. You gotta be kidding me. The Star. It's the Star again. You might remember the Star from such motherfucking positions as this one. All right, the energy of your connection. It's all about your connection. It's time. What did I say when I pulled this? I said it's time to walk away from the 8 broken cups. Yeah, this is divine timing energy again. It is time. It's time to walk. It says the same thing. It's time to walk away from 8 broken cups. It's time to give. These runners are giving themselves a second chance. Are all of them doing it? Obviously not. All right. What's going on here? Why is the Star here? The Magician. Transformation. The time is here. Energy is changing. Okay? There's a point. The first half of the month, as I wrote on the calendar page at sltblog.com when I wrote about April, the first half of the month is about decision. We're at the crossroads. Why is that important? Because the second half of the month It's about as Saturn and the North Node bang, as a solar eclipse and second activating new moon in Aries from the previous new moon in Aries in March comes into play. Everything changes. The current of the year begins to flow very quickly. All right? And your best bet for this to be the best year you ever had, and all these changes, and by June, I see a lot of people from my Q2 reading living a whole new life, right? Actually experiencing a whole new way of existing, looking at yourself and all of that. In order to do that, when the river picks up speed, that's when you sit back. That's when you stop trying to fight it, right? Because there's a lot here that can't be brought in. A lot of the old has to go. There's some energy, and it keeps coming up in readings over and over again. There's some energy that the universe is trying to show you. Saturn in particular is trying to show you something. I think with Mars in Cancer and the empathy coming up, I think it makes it easier to feel. And I think it's easier for the runners to feel as well. There's a huge transformation here, all right? And this is bolstered by the fact that the energy that's fueling all of this, right, comes from here, comes from the soul, which is the King of Swords. It really feels, I mean, yeah, there's truth there, obviously, but it's my King of Action here. Why is the King of Swords here? Do not waste this month. That's what I'm telling you, my viewer. You can do what you want. Make your own decisions. I don't care. Think it's all bullshit. Think that I'm just nattering on a bunch of crap. Why would I do that? Why would I spend my morning here nattering on a bunch of crap? You know, I got better things to do. I could be out working on my car. I need a new clutch cylinder. I've been delaying putting it in. I could be out there doing that. I'd rather sit here and tell you about the big change coming, for sure. It is. It just keeps reflecting in the energy over and over again. Why is the King of Swords here? I don't think, well, before I open my mouth, I should see what the card is. Yeah, I was going to say it. I don't think a lot of them can stay where they are. I was just about to say that. I said, I'll finish shuffling before I open my big mouth. 2 of Wands crossing this. I don't think they can hold on. This wand is no longer interesting to this person. These 8 broken cups are no longer interesting. This king got one mission. One mission only. It feels like a king / knight of swords kind of energy, right? He got one mission, and it's over here. It's something new. I see that. It's not necessarily your connection that's the something new, however. I have to be honest. It's a new way of looking at life, looking at the world. That's what your connection did for this person. And again, if that happens, and listen carefully, because you're going to get your ass stroked all month long here on YouTube with people telling you someone regrets it, they're turning around and coming back. If it happens that you end up together, it's a byproduct. The real guts, the real meat of these connections is personal growth. It's raising the vibration of two energies, you and your person, that are connected, okay? And balancing things out as best as possible. But balancing on each side is good enough for the universe, all right? So in this connection cycle, the DM side, which is primarily the runner, is not really doing the work. So the connections are very heavy on the DF side, which is good for you. It's bad for you if you're waiting to hear from your person, but it's good for you in the sense that you get more and more growth. It's greater potential because your vibration is higher. It's greater potential for you to grow. People with higher vibrations get more change. They get more things, right? You could look at it in 3D terms. People with a higher education typically make more money, right? That kind of thing. Well, I'm just giving you a 3D example of how the energy is working. What's on top? Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. Again, that's the card of the miser. That's the card of someone holding back out of fear, or who has been. All right. Let's see. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? Yeah, the 7 of Cups. It's a reconsidering. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? The 7 of Cups. It's on top of a base energy of the King of Swords. And I said that's crossed by this. I don't think they can stay with this old wand or in these 8 broken cups. This is a reconsideration of their behavior at the soul level. Okay? This is somebody who's reconsidering all the things that they used to be afraid of, that used to hold them back. They're getting it. They're looking at it. I don't get an energy of confusion here. It's just showing me reconsider. It's what this wizard is doing here. He's like, whoa, hold on a second. Choose wisely. Because this whole holding back shit out of fear and running has gotten you into this mess. Now you're over here feeling this heavy burden, seeing what you could have had here at the crossroads. It's all because you held back. It's all because you ran. So the wizard's like, hey, hold on. Stop. Right? So that's good. At the soul level, everything checks out here. This is good. All right? Now let's talk to the universe and get this final outcome. These two tie together. They say basically the same thing. This is the perfect card to have fallen here with this message from the universe. So everybody, and I said it in the beginning, everybody going to be at the crossroads. Sure enough, the message from the universe is the crossroads. Why is the Two of Swords here? Why? Tell me about the Two of Swords. What's going on? What's going on here? Come on. Talking to the fickle old gal here this morning. Let's do it. Let's do it. What you want to tell me? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. There's the options here are good. There's only one good option. This is tied with the energy of your connection. The only way I can read this energy to you is to tell you there is one good option. And they know what that option is. They know they fucked up. Can I put it that way? They absolutely know they fucked up in not going towards you. Okay? Fine. I get that, universe. And that's the environmental energy. Somebody here is feeling this Four of Wands with you, and that's creating a burden because the energy is open. When the energy is open, and that's what I'm calling it so you understand, the door is open. The energy is flowing for your connection. When that happens, it makes someone feel like it's there, that they can go in and get it. All right? So when they don't, there's usually an energy of disappointment or something along those lines. Right, that Four of Cups type energy, right? What's on top? The Knight of Pentacles. Our overall energy of the reading. Message from the universe. It's red with the Ten of Wands here. It's on top of the Two of Swords at the crossroads. And it's a stopped energy here in the Witch's Tarot. In the Witches, for me, he stopped right at the edge of the water, right? Holding on to that pentacle. What pentacle? This pentacle right here, all right? Holding on to it. Again, some will, some won't. The universe just wants to point that out. It's a reliable energy. They're all going to be at the crossroads. I said it about this. I said it's a reliable energy. They're all going to be at the crossroads. Rewind, I did. And then we got to here and I pulled this and I said, wow, that's cool because that's the crossroads, right? And now I get a Knight of Pentacles, which is this card, again on top of the Two of Swords. And it says, the universe is saying, yep, Steve, right. They're all going to be at the crossroads. And it's going to be a burden, all right? It's going to, and again, this energy in an equal and opposite reaction applies to you on your side too. You're going to be at a crossroads as well. It might be a bit of a burden, all right? It might be. Who knows? Well, or it might be the opposite. It might be easy for you because you've done the work and your vibration's higher. Again, things that are easy for you are hard for the runner, all right? Easy for you to be vulnerable. Say, I love you. Most of you watching can say those words without any problem. For these guys, for this energy, that's being vulnerable. That's whoa, I can't risk that. I can't risk my precious ego. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Ace of Cups. Yeah. I mean, just standing at the crossroads, feeling this connection. The water, the emotions are flowing. Okay. The emotions are flowing. The Ace of Cups is red with the Four of Cups. They know they fucked up. That's what the universe wants you to know. And it probably wants you to know that because I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. Some of them aren't coming in. Okay? Some of them won't. Some of them will never show up. I'm going to tell you that. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid right off. All right? It's entirely possible. And I'm telling you, who gives a shit? And if you don't think that, then you're missing the whole point of this connection. Of exactly why you're in the soulmate cycle. It should be about you. Is it sad if they don't come in? Yeah, a little bit. That's shame. But that should be as far as you take it. It shouldn't affect you at all. It should bounce off you like bullets off Superman. Right? I'm just going to be honest. They're feeling this. They know they fucked up. I mean, big time. They're all going to be at the crossroads. Some will go in the water. Some will hold back. Some will tell you how they feel. Some will hold back. It's just reality. It's what happens when you really pull on energy. It's no different than reading people. You know, I can't tell free will. I can't tell what someone's going to do. I can tell where they're leaning. I can tell you most of these runners are leaning toward coming towards you. Okay, sure. Yeah. But the end decision, whether or not he goes in the water, is up to your person. All right? And that's just honest. There's no point in getting your ass sugar-coated. There's no point in having someone blow smoke up your ass. Nobody can say with absolute certainty, yep, they're coming in. There it is. I sometimes joke and say, make sure your phone's on, you know, sit by the door, that kind of thing. But I always tell you I'm kidding, right? Nobody can predict free will. Wow. So I'm going to predict the final outcome here. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? And I'm not sure what angle the universe is going to give me this, because it's already said the door is open. I mean, you know, they're giving themselves a second chance. They are understanding where they've gone wrong here in April. I get that. But I think the DF is off having fun in April. I think if you allow this energy to flow, by the end of the month, you're not going to give a shit what this person does. For some of you, you already don't. All right? But if you think they're the end-all, be-all, because you've got it fixed in your head that there's some kind of twin flame kind of thing, which is theoretical, by the way, energetically. I wrote a whole blog article on that. At the very least, you're all deep soul connections, meaning you have a lot of past lives together. Sure, that could feel really good. It can be very romantic. It can be a very Lifetime movie to think you're twin flame. Sure, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, fantastic. But they're not the end-all, be-all. The end-all, be-all is you, your soul, who you are, you finding out who you really are. This is an energy that belongs, this person, their energy is a way for you, it's helpful to you. They have some puzzle pieces for you to help you fill in some blank spots on who you really are. Speaking of blank spots, and the final outcome, this Two of Pentacles is crossed by the Queen of Cups. It's my Desert Queen. It is the most love I could pull from the deck. It is, again, they all want this cup full. And it's funny that I say this is the empty cup, my Desert Queen, because 8 broken cups walking toward 9 cups. This is red. These are red with these. All right. And again, the door is open. She knows how to get her cup full. Male or female? It's a she on the card. What's on top? 3 swords. Yeah. Again, this is powerful. Okay. The 3 swords has become all powerful lately. The 3 swords here is red with the star, which ties to this and all of this heavy on their mind, your connection and standing at the crossroads. It all ties together, right? Everything is energy. Everything is connected. That said, in this reading, everything really is connected, because this 3 of Swords, again, it's that woulda, coulda, shoulda energy. As the door is open. The time, divine timing. It's divine pressure, all right? Because they feel it, and they want to do something about it. But it's 3 swords. It causes a lot of pain. This is the card that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. Okay? It really is. So communication is possible for a good number of you. But I do want to point out what will happen. The universe made a prediction here. Notice where the 3 of Swords fell. On the red light. The ones that don't come towards you. This is their future. This is their fate. Okay? They're going to be in a lot of pain. Words left unsaid are very painful. Think about something you want to say to somebody, and then imagine that person passes away and you don't get a chance to say it. Right? Imagine how you feel. That's the same feeling that's around this 3 of Swords. Right? Now, on the green light side, which is red with the Magician, we get the Knight of Cups. I did not know that was there. I took a chance. But this reading is so divinely guided. It's like divinely guided on crack. Knight of Cups. So I'm showing you a few different angles on the energy here. On the fun layer, okay, on the predictive layer, the red light, if the ones that don't come in, land in 3 swords. The green light, the ones that do come in, end up with a fulfilling love of some kind. Ends up with that Queen of Cups. This knight brings the cup, fills that up. Ends up with a lot of love, okay, which is transformative, and it is destiny that's supposed to happen, okay. And it's not necessarily supposed. I just want to be honest with you. It's not necessarily supposed to happen, meaning you two come together. This can happen whether you guys come together or not, with someone realizing and actually moving forward with the fact that they fucked up. In other words, moving forward in life away from 8 broken cups based on what this connection showed them. And that applies to you and them. All right? That's a big part of the energy that's here. On the this is a YouTube reading, Steve, and we want our ass coated. Okay, let me stroke your ass a little bit. All right, let's get your little pants down, and we'll give your ass a nice little coating of sugar on there. Yeah, there's a good chance a good number of them do show up. All right, the Knight of Cups, you get an offer of love, you get an apology, whatever it is, because it's read with the Magician. And this is a quick change energy, but it's mostly an alchemy led into gold around it. Your connection has changed this person, yes. But April, which is what I'm pulling on now, changes this person again, more internally. Okay? It's almost like, and there's no way to phrase this where everyone's going to get it, but it's almost like your connection happens again, but only inside them. Okay? Only inside their own soul. Alright? That's basically what it is. So yeah, it's nice. It's beautiful. This ending here, it is beautiful energy. Alright? And if I'm to apply this to you, if your person doesn't show up, you may go ahead and get it. You may fall into 3 swords. But what you'll find is if you allow the transformation that's happening, you know, what this teaches you, if you take a look at that, it actually, it's like rising from the ashes. It's like that judgment energy. And we've seen judgment a couple of times. It's an important part of this reading. It's that judgment energy. You actually emerge from the 3 of Swords stronger than you were before. And that's just reality. That's just how life is. You always learn more from your mistakes, right? You always learn more. You find that they're not mistakes. First of all, stop looking at mistakes as mistakes. Life is just a series of corrected screw-ups. Things we get wrong. We bump into a wall, we readjust, and we go this way. That's all it is. Nobody goes through life not learning lessons. Some people don't absorb the lessons, but the lessons are always there. All right. That said, that's your reading. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. All right. So this is a nice place to end. We end with 3 cups, but the universe being very literal. Everybody's going to be at the crossroads here. It's time to make some decisions. It's time to give yourself a second chance. It's time to remove things that are holding you back, because everything's about to change here. This is a big year of restoration and change. And as far as the destiny of it goes, the predestined, already paved road goes, we kind of hit that. We hit that particular road after mid-month April. All right. So, and that's why my Q2 reading, Q2 of 2023, came out the way it did. Especially when you look at the May and June columns of that reading. All right. Here we go. For the 3 people that watched it, you know. A lot of people don't like readings on them. They just want to know about the runner. Honestly, don't give a shit about the runner. But I pull on them because I'm here to study the soulmate cycle, and they're the runner. They're more interesting. The rest of it, when I talk about you, that's just an added sort of thing that I add in just to help you out. You know, make sure that you're getting the most out of this. At least one of you should understand what these connections are for. All right, 3 cards. What else you want to tell everyone? Here we go. We always pull from the bottom here. Queen of Swords. 4 of Wands ties to this 4 of Wands in your connection. There's the Knight of Swords. I mentioned that ties directly to this King of Swords because I said, if you rewind, I said it feels like a Knight of Swords meets King of Swords kind of thing, and it's right there. There's your Knight of Swords. So let me put these back. All right. And let me put that there. And we have the Strength card crossing the 4 of Wands. This is a message for you. It's not about them. It's a message for you. And quite frankly, it's exactly what my 3 card reading the other day said, the one that got so many goddamn thumbs downs. I don't know why everybody is so down on letting go of energy that they don't know is attached to them that's holding them back. Something's about to go bye-bye that's attached to you. In your future, I'm going to make a prediction, okay? And I don't like making predictions because I'm at the mercy of your free will. Some of you use your free will wisely, and some of you quite questionably. So, you know, if the prediction doesn't come true, it's not my fault. But as one of my superpowers is reading timelines, and the universe just gave it to me right here. Whatever the fuck happens here with this runner, stop worrying about the runner. Worry about yourself here in April. Worry about you reconciling with yourself. Because in the future, you have something very solid coming your way. Absolutely. Something absolutely solid coming your way. And here in April, you get a sniff of what that is through some hard truths that you're going to have to look at and move through. Okay? Straight up. If you don't like that, that's fine. Okay, fine. I'll give you the reading you like. I'll make a percentage, 10%, 15% of my viewers, I'll make you very happy right now. Someone's turning around, they regret it, they're turning around, and you're probably going to hear from them. Yep. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Yeah. And it'll be shocking. Oh, okay, cool. There's your fucking tarot reading. Come on. That's bullshit. All right? That's not how life works. If it were that simple, they never would have run from you in the first place, right? They've regretted it since the moment they ran. That's no fucking big discovery. You know, you are part of this soulmate cycle. You're an old soul. My job is to help wake you up, all right? And the truth of the matter is you're discovering things that are far, far greater than someone regretted running from you. You know, you should look at your reaction to that and then take a look back at that and say, oh, okay, I see what happened here. I let them put my life on pause. Oh, wow. Yeah. Nobody has the power to do that if you're in control of your energetic space. And that's what's about to happen for you here, or can begin to in April if you allow it to. It's happening for your runners too. But again, they are who they are. You know, they're not really on a spiritual journey per se. They're just being affected by the environmental energy. So for some, it'll bounce off them. For others, they'll do something about it. But this is a great little pull for you. Now, I'm going to pull some wicked voodoo. And I'm going to pull on you extensively some more. And I'm going to pull a pyramid reading for what the fuck's going to happen here with this runner, for those that give a shit. And I'm going to also pull a timeline. And I'm going to pull anything else that I feel like pulling on. I don't have a devil on the table. I'm sure the devil exists. We'll try and find it. All right? And again, I'm not doing any extendeds for the Zodiac fly through. So this is your extended for the month of April. So if you want it, the link is in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. That's your reading. All right. Good luck. Now I'm going to go pull an extended.